Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, welcome to the Common Sense Commentary. My name is David, and as always, I am here to talk to you about my point of view on politics, religion, blah, whatever. Various things that come across the table for me. And in today's news, for things that are burning in my craw, I was watching a video by a YouTuber of the name Boogie2988, who I actually enjoy his stuff, and the video was something about politics and yada yada yada. He doesn't really talk about that on his channel. Usually it's like vlog type stuff, talks about video games, whatever's going on in his world. Solid deal. Anyway, it led to another video by this gentleman named Casey Neistat, and his video is what prompted me to go ahead and talk about something that's gotten on my nerves for a very fucking long time. And that's the two-party system here in America. Now, Casey Neistat's video, what about that prompted me to want to go ahead and just burn this one down quick, fast, and in a motherfucking hurry? Well, as it were, what brought me to doing this video was when I was listening to Casey Neistat talk. His video is called, let's see here, Who I'm Voting for President. Who I'm Voting for President. It's about 2 minutes, 3 minutes long. It's him chit-chatting and rambling on and talking about how fucking Donald Trump's the devil and how he's voting for Hillary Clinton, but he doesn't really support her policies and things of that nature. Go figures. Sounds like a familiar thing. But anyway, he says, you know, she's saying fucking Trump's a misogynist and nuts and shit, and who fucking cares? Because in all honesty, this election, you might as well put fucking Mickey Mouse and Donald Duck up there, and we'll just let them go at it. And, you know, after a couple of thuffering succotash or what the fuck ever or something. That's Sylvester, but who fucking cares, man? It's duck season. Anyway, so he said he was voting for Hillary Clinton. And his reasons for voting for Hillary Clinton are what really just fucking stuck in my craw, because this is something I've had a problem with the American political machine for a long time, and the stance of fucking people in America when it comes to politics. Because you see, what Mr. Neistat said was, he doesn't support Hillary, right? But he's going to fucking vote for her. And here was his main reason, the fucking number one reason. Because he goes, rest assured, Hillary Clinton is the only one that can beat Donald Trump. He didn't say, rest assured, I support all of her fucking policies, or any of this. No, sir. What he said was, rest assured, she's the only one that can beat fucking Donald Trump. There's an inherent stupidity to that one can't even begin to fucking describe if you enjoy the democratic process. But see, that's cool, because that's something that's been going on in this fucking country for goddamn ever and a day. At least as long as I've been walking this earth. I've been here 32 years. I'd like to say that about fucking 22 or 32 that I've really at least had some idea of what like politics was and what the fuck is going on with that. You know what I'm saying? Because, you know, what fucking kid at like 8's like, today I noticed in 1993 that Bill Clinton was running for president, and I don't support his foreign policy, or what the fuck ever. Because that's probably about as much as I knew at fucking 8 years old. I was like, oh, there's a guy named Bill Clinton that talks kind of funny running for president, and, you know, you get a little older right about the time he was getting the blowjobs, right about the time I started thinking about fucking blowjobs, so we were on the same page. Unfortunately, his movement towards such things, maybe not such a good plan. But anyway, the problem with politics in America here. Yeah, so what that is, based on what Casey Neistat had to say, was the idea that I'm voting for the Democrat because the fucking Republican is nuts. That's why I'm voting for. Because he's the lesser of two evil, or she's the lesser of the two fucking evils, and she's the only one that can beat him. Which, yet again, is inherently stupid, and this is fucking why. So we have a system called democracy in this country in which people can campaign to become the president. It's true. Been going on for years. Apparently since we founded this motherfucker or something. True story. But as it were, even though that is the true story, for some reason, we fell into this dipshit mentality where we're like, the two-party system is the best thing ever. Let's have Democrats and Republicans, or as I like to call them these days, the fucking Bloods and the Crips. That's right, the Bloods and the Crips. Because that's really fun. Because that's about how fucking good they are. Motherfucking, they might as well be like, we're locking down our fucking corner, our block over here in our corner, and don't you fucking come slinging your shit on our side, or it's gonna be fucking rough, buddy. Because they get along just about as well as the fucking Bloods and the Crips. That's what they can do. And the American people and their fucking stupidity, and you'll have to forgive me because I'm just calling it like I see it, and I can't help but to do it. Because realistically, it is fucking stupid to have locked in them in like two parties. Like the last real third party candidate that had a shot was fucking Ross Perot, which was yet again when I was a kid. I'm 32. That motherfucker was running in like 92 or something. I don't remember what year it was. The only reason I know is because he looked weird and he was funny as fuck. When you saw him on the TV, you're like, who is this weird fucking dude right here? So Ross Perot was like the last real third-party candidate to have a legitimate shot at election. Other than that, it's been the same old fucking song and dance every time an election comes around because the American people are fucking dumb enough. There's a fly in here that I am just wanting to kill, but I've started recording and I don't want to stop because I'm on a good fucking roll. So the American people have been dumb enough, fucking dumb enough to... be like, you know what, if you vote for a third party, that's a wasted vote. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to vote for the lesser of the two evils out of the Democrats and the Republicans. That's what I'm going to do. You know, you had fucking... you have that plan in place in your fucking head. You have this stupid ass idea that somehow... in a democratic society, trying to make that work means what you do, instead of casting a vote for the motherfucker, you actually might support their policies. Like, full bore, you go, I support the shit out of this guy or this girl that's running. You vote for this one because you're like, they're the only one with a real shot. Well, you know why they're the only one with a real shot? You stupid motherfuckers that say that. Forgive me yet again for calling it like I see it and just being goddamn real, but this one irks me to a fucking end that I cannot describe. You fucking idiots. You know what you do? You continue to make that shit a fucking self-fulfilling prophecy. Because when your dumbass kids grow up, when you have them, they're going to be like, you know, I heard my mom and dad talking this one time about voting third-party candidates. Yeah, what they said was if you cast a vote for a third-party candidate, you're just fucking wasting a vote. And you know what? They're right, unfortunately, because they're stupid and naive enough to believe that shit. Instead of going, you know what? Hey, hang on. Let's not listen to the fucking media and whatever horse shit they're shoveling. Or let's use our brain. Let's use this. This is the most important shit you have right here inside this fucking head that you possess. Use that. Stop. Think for a minute and go, hey man, hey, hang on. So if I continue to seed the idea that a fucking vote for a third party candidate is a wasted vote, well, one day it'll change, right? You know what I'm saying? Are you fucking kidding me? Are you fucking kidding me? What fucking world do you live in? Could you stupid motherfuckers that support that idea, support the idea that a vote for a third-party candidate is a wasted vote, as opposed to you fucking doing your part in an election to keep a motherfucker you don't want out of the White House? Are you serious? For real. Like, real goddamn talk, right? So, let's just think realistically for a moment. You fucking fly. I hate you. I can't stop, though, because I'm fucking feeling this. It's going. The fly's gotta stay. He's a dick. I'm going to be an asshole for the people that don't agree with me, or for the people that do, that are still like, this guy called me a stupid motherfucker. I don't care. But can we imagine for a moment that, you know, fucking, I don't know, I guess, I don't even know how to draw a good comparison here. Let's say fucking Martin Luther King was like, he felt the shit he felt. Like, he's like, you know what? There's some shit that's wrong up in this motherfucking world, right? Some wrong shit in America with civil rights, as far as those are concerned. But let's say that he was like, but if I fucking go over here and I open my mouth, instead of just fucking rolling with status quo, well, I'm just going to be wasting my time. I'm going to just be pissing in the wind. Then we wouldn't have the fucking changes to America that we've had. Which is the same fucking premise as saying, well, I'm not going to cast my vote for a third-party candidate because it's wasted. And because I'll fucking ingrain this idea into other people who are too stupid to think for their goddamn self, well, they're going to continue it. Because, see, I look at an idea like this. So I talk to you, and fucking you listen to me right now. You may not agree with everything I say, but there's like 2 or 3 things that you fucking lovely people out there on YouTube that are listening to me fucking just go off right now. You hear it, you go, you know what? 90% of what that guy said, he was a fucking idiot. But there was just like 10% of what I was listening to, and I was like, I'm fucking feeling that. Well, guess what? So now I've got you to listen to me, and I've put an idea in your head, at least a thought, an inkling of a thought. And the next time maybe you hear a motherfucker go, voting for a third-party candidate, you might as well just waste your vote, you know what I'm saying? You may as well just throw the ballot in the garbage, because that's what you're doing. When you vote third-party, baby, you're just throwing that shit away. Perhaps you'll fucking light into their ass and be like, do you know why it is throwing the vote away, metaphorically speaking? Because of fucking idiots like you, yet again, who fucking just walk all day long with like, the premise to vote for third parties, horse shit. That's why. So the hope here is that maybe one day, this will make some penetration in the fucking marketplace on YouTube, and for some reason people will start wanting to listen to me. You don't have to, but it'd be fucking great if somebody listened to me bitch, since I take the time to do it on camera. But fucking, like, legit, we have to, Americans need to get this idiotic, simplistic way of thinking out of their fucking head by going, I'm voting Democrat because I don't want a Republican. Or I'm voting Republican because we had a Democrat the past 4 or 8 years, and man, it was shit. But if I vote the other party, then clearly that's going to solve it. And when I say the other party, yet again, we all know I ain't talking about fucking third party, not with the level of fucking intellect put into that thought. No, sir. That means, well, we voted in the blood the last time. Guess it's time to go for the old Crips. You know what I'm saying? You got to get that blue in there, baby. Got to get that blue. But that's not how it is right now. See, what we have right now, commenting on this fucking election, is we have a goddamn reality TV show. Basically, we've moved away from the Celebrity Apprentice and we've moved towards Celebrity President. That's what we've done. And any person with a fucking half of a brain would be like, you know what, Donald Trump, yeah, he's pretty fucking nuts. He's off his shit. The one thing, hands down, I always give Donald Trump, anytime I'm talking to anybody, I gotta give him this. He may say some fucked up shit, but at least you know what's on that motherfucker's mind. You know where his head's at. He ain't sending, fucking PC spun bullshit in the sense of sheltering his thoughts. You are getting his fucking unbridled thoughts. Now, they might be tempered down, but there's unbridled thoughts. With fucking 90% of fucking, not Democrats. I feel I'm a libertarian, personally. Not a fucking Republican, not a Democrat. I think both of those need to fucking get up off their goddamn high horse and realize that somehow meeting in the middle is where we're actually going to succeed if we're ever going to keep this shit going. Like, keep riding the fucking good wave that this country has ridden for years. And we'll talk about the other stupid shit that people want to fucking be like, all right. Well, that'll be another fucking day with the race thing and all that shit that's going on now. I feel that's a fucking fabricated bunch of horse shit by the media. It's just the right spin. But that's off on another day. But fucking, we got a reality TV show. Trump's fucking crazy. At least he says what he's thinking. He may not be the most politically correct or the most fucking sane-sounding dude in the world. By no means is he that. But the fact remains, at least you know where his fucking head's at. Yeah, he says some fucked up shit, per se, about immigration and things. Now, temporarily banning people from entering the country, I don't fucking know. That's not really my bag. Addressing the issue of illegal immigration and then being attacked and saying you're fucking racist for saying, hey man, these people are breaking laws. We probably need to fucking crack down on that, eh? Maybe? Is that a good plan? Saying that's racist is fucking stupid. And I had to explain this years ago before fucking Donald Trump ever thought about it, because I had a friend of mine hit me with that, well, we were all immigrants one time fucking debate. Yes, we were. Yes, we were. And then we did this crazy thing. It's called immigration. Our forefathers of our families, they came to the country and they're like, hey guys, we'd really like to fucking hang out here for a little while. As it were, is there any paperwork we should fill out? And they were like, well, by all means, there certainly is. And it's right here. And then what happened is when I say we, I mean the people that live in America legally. And the reason I don't like illegal immigrants of any nation coming to this country, we got this really cool fucking tax ID number back in the 1930s, as it were. I believe it's called a Social Security number, right? Because they enacted Social Security, which is another horseshit program that by the time my generation and fucking my child's generation gets there, we'll probably get like $10 a month, because government loves tapping that. But that's another fucking topic for another fucking day too. But anyway, with the whole illegal immigrant thing and why I look at that and I'm like, yeah, it's a good idea to fucking call that out, is because I pay fucking taxes. Just like the rest of you jackasses in this fucking country. We all pay taxes. That's why it should bother you. You pay taxes. You are a legal citizen. But anyway, moving on. So Trump's a crazy asshole. Fair enough. Well, goddamn Hillary Clinton is a socialist asshole. True story. You know, she's got all kinds of fucked up, weird social policies that I don't even remotely agree with. It's right up there with Trump and his shit that I don't fucking agree with. And they're both fucking horrible. Alright? Goddamn, they're both horrible. And you know what? I'd rather see the fucking people that are like, I don't know if I want to vote for Trump because I'm fucking Republican. I might vote for Hillary just to keep him out of office. Fuck that shit. Alright, just so we can get around the stigma of a third party candidate being a fucking waste, how about swing voters for Hillary and Trump vote for fucking Gary Johnson? Because that guy's a goddamn Republican governor in a Democratic state, and he's got like an 85% approval rating. So apparently he knows how to fucking work across the aisle. But I'm not here to promote Gary Johnson. That's just throwing out like, that's the third party candidate. That's a third party candidate that's out there. And then you have the chick that's the fucking Green Party candidate. There are third party candidates. But see, that two party system, not only is it supported by the stupidity of fucking the mass majority of people going, well, you know, third party candidate's a wasted vote. It's also supported by the goddamn media. Because I didn't know this until a very short time ago. Excuse me one second. So apparently to participate in the debates on television, which I thought was like, well, you know, you run for president, and yeah, you do need some pull. But to be able to participate, I think you gotta have like fucking 15% of the vote or something. I forget exactly what it was. I was looking at it on CNN because I thought it was fucking interesting. I was like, oh, look at this. Because see, the thing I really look at with presidential elections, outside of like, oh, it's Republican and Democrat, is exactly who can fucking run for president. You know, we're right on the age requirement and shit like that. It says like anyone can run for president, but let's have a little fucking real talk too about motherfuckers that are in politics real quick. You know, I love that they all talk about how they're for the fucking common man, like, or the common woman, the people that are out there struggling, working hard every day. Let me drop a little knowledge on you about my opinion, not even my opinion. My opinion about fucking 80% of people that are in politics is that the majority of them don't know fucking dick about fuck when it comes to working. All right. Because I'm pretty sure goddamn Hillary Clinton, her family ain't never been broke. Donald Trump, he ain't never been motherfucking broke. And 90% of them cats sitting in Washington ain't never been broke. So they want to tell everybody, like, I feel your fucking struggle. Like, what the fuck do you know about my struggle, brother? Shit. You fucking wipe your ass with as much money as most of us are making in a fucking year. So get the fuck out of here with that I feel your struggle. Like, you can empathize with people somewhat, but to say like you know what's going on, no. And you know who else ain't gonna fucking ever be able to run as a legitimate candidate outside of third party candidates? The fucking even lower motherfucker on the totem pole. Yep, adult language, it is there. The lowest motherfucker on that totem pole would be like if you or me out here in the fucking regular world who ain't got all this fucking money and everything else to back my ass up, and you ain't into the idea of, you know what, I'll kiss that guy's ass right there, I'll kiss her ass, I'll fucking suck up to all these special interest groups and all these lobbyist motherfuckers. If you ain't into playing that game and you ain't got no money, Jack, you ain't ever gonna be part of that motherfucking society up there that's going in to run this country, which is a bunch of happy horse shit, in all honesty, and things of that nature. But back to the presidential election, right? So it's rigged by the media in the sense that they fucking won't allow any, just the larger people like what's his name? Johnson, I believe it is. Johnson. Anyway, old fucking third party candidate boy and the Green Party chick, those two both had like 10% on whatever the little graph was or something. I think you need like 15% to vote or to get into the debates. Now, as far as I'm concerned, motherfucker, if you can pull 5% of the population or whomever's being polled, because it ain't no like fucking there was 20 people over here and we got 5% of 20. These motherfucking people are getting like 5% of a few million, right? That ain't a small number. There are motherfuckers that want them to get up there and talk. But see, just like everything else, the media has this little motherfucking agenda when it comes to elections as well. Because your media, just like the fucking people of this nation, what the fuck is a nation? Anyway, the people in this nation, right? The people of this nation, yet again, Democrat, Republican. The fucking media, same thing. Fox News, Republican. CNN, Democrat. Those are the two big ones, Then you got MSNBC and all them motherfucking shits. But basically, they split the same fucking thing, man. It's the same divide. It's Democrat, Republican. And the media does not want to support a candidate that does not support their fucking agenda as well. So yet again, third-party candidates fall into a fucking trap right there because they're not even going to get any coverage. And then sometimes, another example of this, with the media not fucking providing fair coverage across the board, would be looking at Ron Paul's times that he's ran for election. Now, very rarely will you see a motherfucker that is up there and like, Ron Paul was, he was polling high as shit. And I was a huge Ron Paul fan. But anyway, the example here is to look at Ron Paul, like when he was running, you got to be like universally motherfucking disliked by the establishment in Washington and the media and shit, for these some bitches to be like, well, there's this guy named Ron Paul who's running for president, as it were. Fucking, however, we're not even gonna give this motherfucker bad press. Like, you can only find like 2 interviews or like 2 bad press pieces on him from fucking 2 running twice. That's all you can find. Like, they hate it. That motherfucker was so anti all the establishment shit. And like, fucking, he was like, fuck you Republicans, fuck you Democrats, fuck y'all. Like, they both were just like, shit on this guy. They're like, anytime they mentioned him in the media, if they were talking about like debates and shit, somebody's like, what about those Ron Paul supporters? It's like, fucking crazy Uncle Ron's out here. You might as well have handed the motherfucker a margarita, slapped him in some khaki shorts with some mandals and some goddamn black suit socks, because that's about how they treated him, like that dude. If somebody came over to your house when you were younger and they were like, who's that fucking weird old guy sitting over there? What he's wearing? The motherfucker's wearing Jesus sandals and socks. He's like, he's like, who is he? Like, oh, that's Uncle Ron. He's had a rough life. He's had a rough life. But that's fucking how they did that. And yet again, it all boils back down to the stupid ass idea of the fucking two-party system, and the fact that fucking not only the people, the media, the fucking politicians themselves support this shit. They don't, you know why they don't want a fucking third party candidate? Yet again, because the third party candidate they're going to be like, you know what? So I have this realistic assumption about politics in America. I'm going to explain it to you guys when I get here to Washington. It's going to be really crazy, but I have this feeling that since I'm an independent, I might be able to go, well, you know, the Democrats over here seem to have some good ideas. But the Republicans over here also have some good ideas. Because they're going to kind of, they're like, they're not pulled into that shit. They are to an extent, but not so deeply as the motherfuckers rooted in party politics. That's the thing. So, in closing, because I think I've rambled and ranted enough, the statements made, not the person, made by Casey Neistat, in my opinion, and made by anyone else who shares his thing of like, Hillary Clinton's the only one that can beat him, as opposed to, if you're gonna fucking vote, don't cast your vote based on she can keep him out of the White House or he can keep her out of the White House. Use your fucking vote like it was meant to be used. To raise your voice. Not to raise your voice and say, I don't want you in the fucking White House, so I'm voting for the person that's the lesser of the two evils. Vote for the motherfucker you support. That's your backbone. That's your fucking backbone right there. Not going, lesser of two evils. No, you vote for fucking who you want to vote for. Support the person that you actually believe in, not the person that you believe can beat a motherfucker. Because then your vote counts. Because in my opinion, if you're just doing it to keep somebody, if you're doing it to play keep away, then your vote don't fucking count. All you're doing is pissing up a fucking rope. And let me tell you what's going to happen then. You're going to have a wet goddamn head at the end. So yet again, in closing, I disagree with the stupidity behind the idea that fucking, if you vote for a third party candidate, then you're wasting your vote, and you should vote for the Democrat to defeat the evil Republican, or vote for the Republican to defeat the evil Democrat. Because at the end of the day, that's not democracy, that's stupidity. That's all that is. So thanks for tuning in, guys and girls. I hope you enjoyed this episode of The Common Sense Commentary. And if you did, don't forget to leave a like and or subscribe to the video as well. And by all means, the whole reason I am doing this is to encourage a discussion and a debate. I know I come across as a very opinionated fucking dude. It's the reason I want to do this, because I am a highly opinionated asshole. But I want to hear what you have to say. I want to fucking have discussions about these things, because these are topics that I feel are real and they're important to talk about. If I'm talking about it on here, it's because I don't feel like there's enough people in this world talking about it. So yet again, thanks for tuning in to the Common Sense Commentary. My name is David, as always. Y'all take it easy, keep it real, keep it sexy, and keep it safe. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment below. I'm out.